Yeah, this is my response to the death row kids. I strongly disagree with the death sentence. I think it is biased at best. Definitely, it's racist as well. If you go around the country and you do the statistics, you will find out that in many of our states here, if you're a minority, Native American, Latino, or African American, and you murder a Caucasian person, you are 3 to 7 times more likely, depending on what state you live in, to receive the death penalty. And the situation is totally the opposite, vice versa. Um, my thing is that two people convicted of the same crime of murder. How do you determine which one gets life and which one gets the death sentence? It's not a very even and clean process they have to do. As far as these kids that being on death row and everything like that, I do believe that kids can be rehabilitated. We also have to. There's also factors that go along with why children do what they do. You have to take the key word out. A 16-year-old, a 17-year-old, 15-year-old, although they're close to being adults, they are still juveniles, okay? And in most cases, these juveniles have never been in trouble before. It's only on rare occasion that these juveniles have committed violent crimes in the past, and for that, maybe they should be tried as adults, but I still don't believe that they should be given a death sentence. The death sentence was reinstituted back in the 70s because they said that it would deter violent crime. That's just not the case. As a matter of fact, since Maryland has reinstituted the death sentence here, crime has risen. Baltimore averages about 312 homicides a year over the last 10 years. We're constantly in the top 3, top 4, as far as being deadliest city or having the most homicides per capita. We're always in the top 2%, and it's very, very crazy out there right now. And you also think these kids out here are worried about death sentences. A lot of these kids out here, across the country, they were born to lose. No resources, nothing. Even privileged kids, like the kids at Columbine. Yes, the parents were wealthy. They lived in an affluent neighborhood. But the parents didn't pay enough attention to the kids. The kids became bitter and angry. Next thing you know, they're making pipe bombs and taking guns to school and killing everybody. We definitely have to pay attention to our kids nowadays. It's the right thing to do, and we need to do it. I, for one, am not going to let any of my children fall through the cracks. And that's what happens with a lot of these juvenile offenders. They get pushed through the system. They get pushed through this very bureaucratic system, because social workers and caseworkers, their loads, their workloads, their cases are so enormous that they can't give the one-on-one attention that somebody needs. So what happens when they commit a violent crime? Okay, you're just ultimately getting ready to throw them away and kill them. I think that's wrong. We are a Christian society. God says that we must forgive, and that's under any circumstance. Any circumstance. And I don't know how you could be a compassionate person, love people, love life, and you could actually sit in a death house and watch somebody die. To me, that just makes you a heartless person. If you could sit there and do that. A lot of families say, well, we got closure. We got to watch him die, eye for an eye. Well, the old saying, eye for an eye, everybody goes blind. Basically, the death penalty needs to be abolished. Prisons need to rehabilitate, and if they can't rehabilitate, then they got to do hard labor. And as far as the argument of, well, it costs X amount of dollars to keep a prisoner in prison. Well, we are the only country in the world that builds prisons at the rates that we build. by 2025, there will be an additional 2,000 prisons across America. We have the highest population of prisoners than anybody else anywhere in the world. So, incarceration is huge business for corporations out there. You know, you people just need to do your research. Thank you.